Yeah, she's got some nice long hair, and you know that she's a bad chick. All the boys stare, can't help it, it's a habit. Clothes that she wears, short skirt and a jacket. I just wanna get her all alone on a mattress. I just wanna have it, I just gotta have it. Rumors all around say her body is fantastic. All natural, not a piece of fur is plastic. Head to her toes, yeah, they say that she's a latch. Yeah, the whispers all around say she has a reputation. Don't believe it till I see it, so I want a demonstration. And I've always learned it better with a hands-on education. So I need a private session if you get what I am saying. And they say that she's not easy, no, she's really complicated. But that only makes it better, and it's got me so fixated. And I'm not the type to wait around, I've never hesitated. But she's got me captivated, so the game, I'm gonna play it, yeah. She got a body like a coke thing. She likes to keep the party going. These rumors got me feeling lonely. I want that body, baby, show me. She's got a body like a coke thing. She likes to keep the party going. These rumors got me feeling lonely. I want that body, baby, show me. I heard you look good when you're undressed. I heard you like to get away. I heard you like to stay out late. I heard you had a couple boyfriends. I heard they didn't treat you right. I heard you're hated by your girlfriends, 'cause all the guys want you tonight. Yeah, they say she's too hot, they say she's too cold. Where she came from, nobody really knows. They say she looks young, but say she acts old. From everything I've heard, she gets out of control. And all the boys say she was sent from the heavens, but I'm not too sure that this girl is a blessing. She's got the devil's eyes, and they'll cut you like a weapon. She's stuck in my mind like a bad obsession. Got bad intentions. She's got a body like a coke thing. She likes to keep the party going. These rumors got me feeling lonely. I want that body, baby, show me. She's got a body like a coke thing. She likes to keep the party going. These rumors got me feeling lonely. I want that body, baby, show me.
हेलो गाइस, कैसा है? स्वागत है एक न्यू लाइव स्ट्रीम में। और आज खेलेंगे फिर से गेंशिन इम्पैक्ट और स्नेझनाया का आर्कन क्वेस्ट 7 आर्कन 7 का एक्ट 2 वो आज करेंगे। और सबको हैप्पी इंडिपेंडेंस डे, सबको स्वागत है। और लाइक और सब्सक्राइब और शेयर भी कर लेना। और चलते एंजॉय करते हैं फिर आर्कन क्वेस्ट की ओर। और जो भी न्यू है भाई लाइक करो, सब्सक्राइब करो, शेयर भी कर देना। 2 घंटे का स्ट्रीम है, आराम से एंजॉय करो। हेलो मास्टर किंग, हेलो डेट एक्स ब्रदर, और जो भी देख रहे हैं भाई लाइक करो, सब्सक्राइब करो, 500 सब्सक्राइबर जल्दी कराओ। फिर हम आते हैं क्लास करते हैं। उधर जाना है। एक सेकंड रुक जाना। आवाज़ आवाज़ आ रहा है, एक सेकंड रुक जाना। मैं लगता है मेरा मैट हटाना पड़ेगा। अब सही है, चलो चलो। जो भी देख रहे हैं भाई लाइक करो, सब्सक्राइब करो, शेयर भी कर लेना। 4 लोग देख रहे हैं अभी तक, वॉचिंग है।
I couldn't agree more, especially considering the weight of the subject matter. It takes a truly seasoned professional to do justice to a theme like love and regret. Do you think we were coming on too strong? Odette's ignoring us again.
What about you? What did you think of today's performance? Really? That means it wasn't captivating enough to draw you in. I'll work harder to win you over next time. I'll make sure to save a ticket for you when the show's performance ready.
और ये एक्ट 1 थोड़ा छोटा था, एक्ट 2 थोड़ा बड़ा है क्योंकि इसमें कट्सन बहुत बड़ा बड़ा है।
I need a chance to speak with her in private. So unfair. Talk about double standards. And now it looks like I've been spotted. You know Mitya too?
No, I don't. I just have a feeling that he might be dangerous.
डेंजरस? मेरे को लगता है मैं मीटिया से बाद में बात करूँगा, एलुसिया से पहले बात करूँगा।
I don't think it's ever been this lively backstage before. I didn't know you were coming today. Hey, have you seen Chuganov? I heard he was coming today. Have you spoken to him at all?
I'm with you. This could be just the chance we need.
Yeah, I gotta figure out a way to coax some more intel out of him. I want to know why he suddenly changed his
सबको
stance
हैप्पी
on Project
इंडिपेंडेंस डे
Snezhnaya.
सबको।
What exactly happened before the most
जो भी है
recent VII vote?
For the Rokon or
और
just
जो
out
भी
of
न्यू है
personal
भाई,
interest?
जो भी हाई चैट करो, हाई सब
There
करो
are other
तो
people
पता चलेगा।
around. Don't say the R word.
क्या हेलो मिथिया।
This is highly irregular. A delay of over an hour during an operation like this theoretically warrants a Harbinger-level response. I wonder what the issue is. or something else.
Sarge, the day you learn to let go and just enjoy moments like this is the day you'll finally understand the meaning of life. Ah, why, hello, sir. I believe you were the one sitting at a nearby table back at Pavoyer Restaurant. Any friend of the theater's star performers is a friend of mine. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Mitya, from the Energy Commission.
Ah, greetings. Major Valeri, head of the Special Assignments Battalion. Armory Palace Royal Grenadier Guards, 1st Regiment. I am here to ensure Mr.
So,
Mitya's
Mitya,
personal
the
safety.
Energy Commission.
Please let me know if I can be of any assistance.
I am
Mr. Traveler,
Traveler.
I cannot help but notice that Miss Odette is stealing glances at me. Any idea what that could be about? I've racked my brains, but I can't think of anything I might have...
So, Mr. Mitya, is your work related to Project Stuja?
Yes, that's right. The higher-ups in the Fatui transferred me from the Energy Commission to the Armory Palace because they wanted me to... Really? I can't even talk about that? Pretty sure it counts as part of my private life.
चुप करा दिया.
All right, I won't say anything.
Cover.
Sorry, Traveler. As you can see, I'm afraid this pleasant chat will have to end here.
Okay, thank you so much.
How's it looking, Alosha?
No change from this afternoon. Heavy snow with no sign of slowing down.
May I have your attention, please? The storm is unlikely to stop tonight, and it'll be even more dangerous outside at night than it was during the day. We at the theater owe everyone here a duty of care. Therefore, we strongly suggest that you stay on site overnight and avoid going outside unless absolutely necessary. In a few short moments, we'll give you a tour of the theater's various quarters. You can choose to sleep in the VIP room, the office, or backstage. Or on the stage if you prefer. We won't mind.
I'll pass on sleeping on the stage. What if the snow is stopped by tomorrow morning? The early birds in the audience might think we're part of some experimental new show.
A drama about sleeping? That could be fun. Maybe we could come...
Not bad. Clear selling point, at least. Could be a big hit.
Anyone who doesn't wish to sleep on the stage, please follow me. I'll show you to the rooms.
I guess I'll call it a night.
ये थिएटर है
Though I feel
जो
like I
ऑडियो
could
डांस
sleep
करती है.
very well
बताओ.
without Paimon here. I'm
थक
sure
गया
she'll be
बेचारा.
worried that I haven't made it back yet. But as long as she looks out the window, she'll probably realize what's holding me up.
पावन
I
सब
wonder if
जल्द
she's feeling any better yet.
जो रहा होने वाला है. तो भी
At least she hasn't been getting any worse. Still, I
अब
should try
कब
to
होना
get
रहा वो
back
मेरे को
first thing
देखना है.
tomorrow morning.
चल तुम्हारा मिनट. ये क्या है डोबन? ये कहाँ का डोबन हुआ?
Ah, finally.
और
Welcome back to the world of the living, lazy bones.
मिथिया.
I was about to wake you. Still waking up, huh? You know, the Black Mist. It's been chasing us from below ever since we were born. You're just dozy. There's no way you've forgotten. Come on, let's keep heading up. Onwards and upwards is the only way to survive. Don't listen to a word those Black Mist cultists say.
Here we go again. The endless march towards survival.
What's going on? That black mist down there is creeping me out. And it's rising. Guess I should head upwards and get away from it.
ओके.
The Black Mist cultists believe that being swallowed by the Black Mist leads
इसको
to
मैं यहाँ पर रख
everlasting
देता
peace.
हूँ. ओके.
But if you ask me, they're just lying to
चलो.
themselves. We're the only heretics left. The only ones who refuse to give in. We have to keep going.
ऊपर ऊपर जल्दी
But how do
जल्दी
you
मैं टॉप
actually
में
know
हूँ.
that they're wrong?
dangerous question there, Torgov. The moment your faith wavers, you start a chain reaction that ends in a collapse of your will. Put the question out of your mind. Stay strong and believe that the Black Mist means certain death.
Just pause here.
I can't do this anymore. I've had enough of being forever on the run. What's the point of it all?
All this will pass eventually, I promise. Keep fighting. It will be worth it.
You accuse the Black Mist cultists of being liars. But you're lying, too. There is no end to this path. It keeps going up forever. There was never any hope to begin with.
The cult of the Black Mist has poisoned your mind, Sobolova. Are you thinking of giving up as well?
I am. I think I'll take my chances with the Black Mist over this perpetual torture.
As much as I detest the Black Mist cultists, I'm just too weary.
Then I bid you both farewell. Let me put my personal opinions aside for a moment and say, I hope that you both find peace within the Black Mist. Fate always appears so impossibly complicated. But at moments like this, its raw simplicity is laid bare. Their fate was sealed from the instant they entertained doubt. From then on, the outcome was both inevitable and irreversible. Let's go. Torgov and Sobolova are gone. Yes, it looks like it's satisfied. For now. This happens from time to time. But it won't be long before the Black Mist starts chasing survivors once again. No one knows how to stop its advance for good. Well, we should make the most of the precious moments of rest that those two bought for us. Huh? Are you really that sleepy, traveler?
Are you ready to sleep in the travel? So हो गया फिर से वाह
Help! Somebody, come quick!
What is it, Juganov? What's wrong? Huh?
Is it morning already? What's all the commotion? Sounds like it's coming from next door.
Snezhnaya coming
I
from
should
next
check and
door.
see what's
Yes,
going on.
बताया मेरे को नहीं तो चेकआउट करते चलना भाई
Don't look, Miss Tonya. Stay here. Okay.
What happened to them?
These two people have passed away. And the strange thing is that somehow, I knew this was going to happen. I knew that they would be the ones to die. Have I seen this moment before? Or did I have some kind of premonition? I can't remember what it was.
Let me take a look. No vital signs in either of them. They're dead. The cause of death, however, remains unclear. No wounds on the bodies, no signs of a struggle, and no skin discoloration caused by the buildup of toxins.
But just last night, they were chatting and joking away. This is so sudden.
Could they have had pre-existing medical conditions? Even then, the odds of them both dying of sudden complications on the same night are extremely low.
It's hard to believe that they died of natural causes. Nor does this appear to be a suicide. Who was the first to discover the bodies?
It was me. But these deaths have nothing to do with me, officer. I got up early because I wanted to see if the snow had stopped. Then I noticed that the door to this room was open, and it looked like there was a man and woman inside. I just went over to see what was going on, and I had no idea they were...
I can corroborate this. I was doing my morning exercises near the stage. When I saw Mr. Chuganov heading this way, I followed him. I can also confirm that I didn't see a single person approach that room before him.
The snowstorm was raging all night, and it's still going now. There's no way someone could have come in from outside, correct?
You mean an intruder? No, not possible. I slept by the door last night as a precaution. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed if anyone had tried to open it.
Everyone, split into pairs and search the theater for anyone in hiding, or any signs of suspicious activity. I'll follow up with a full search of my own shortly. Go. There is no time to waste.
Okay, thank you.
Nothing on your end either? Backstage is clear. No signs of suspicious activity. We checked the basement. Also clear.
Are we certain that the theater doesn't have a back door? Or any tunnel or passageway wide enough for a person to fit through?
No, there's nothing like that. If people were sneaking in through some secret tunnel to avoid buying a ticket, we'd have sealed it off ages ago. I also checked the windows. All of them are locked from the inside, and there's no sign of anyone entering or leaving.
It sounds like we can safely rule out the intruder theory. If anyone came in during the night in this weather, there'd be no way for them to avoid leaving footprints or water stains.
This can only mean one thing. It's like one of those murder mysteries you see in novels and plays, isn't it? The ones where the killer is one of us.
We can't quite jump to that conclusion just yet.
Could he be right? It's hard to imagine something like that happening in real life. Set in a theater during a snowstorm, a murder takes place, and the killer is among us. It's such a classic trope that it seems unbelievable.
Looking at who the killer targeted, and the clean entry and exit, it all adds up. I know what this is. It's obvious now that I think about it.
What is? What have you figured out?
Both victims were wealthy, well-known local merchants. And the door was deliberately left open, so I would discover the bodies and witness the crime scene first thing in the morning. Such ruthless methods. This was your doing, wasn't it, Lelik?
Lelik?
You mean Lelik is among us, and he's the killer?
Lelik. I know this code name. Member of the Rokot, anti-Project Snezhnaya. Always works alone. I've read the case files at the Armory Palace. Walk me through your reasoning, Mr. Chuganov. What do you know about Lelik?
What now, huh? What now, Lelik? What do you want from me? I already voted against Project Snezhnaya at the Snezhnaya Venture. You snuck into my house the other day while I was asleep. Left a threatening letter. And I did all that you asked. But Project Snezhnaya cannot be so
No
easily
panic
shaken.
about that, bhai.
Not with the rooster in charge.
Oh, no panic about that.
So, he really was threatened by Lelik. That makes sense.
And now you're resorting to murder to threaten me. Isn't that right? I knew it. The Rokot despises the rich. The lives of the wealthy are but refuse in your eyes. Show yourself! Which one of you is Lilith, Tell me! I'll do whatever you want! Just stop playing these mind games!
Was this really Lilith's doing? Would Odette really do something like this? If Odette really
बेचारी
is
गुस्सा
Lilith, this seems out of character. But then again, how well do I really know her? I'm probably the only one here with a compelling theory about Lilith's true
then
identity.
again how we
If I reveal it now, I'll
Oh
be
yes,
putting Odette in the line of fire.
probably
What should
the
I
only
do?
one has
I don't think it's likely that Lilith killed
but
anyone.
if I dare
At
it
least
now
from
I
the
be
stories I've
putting
heard, he's
I
never
get it,
killed anyone before.
but I get
And his name has never come up in connection with any murder cases. Besides, even if Lilith did want to threaten you, why resort to such an extreme and roundabout method? It's not his style at all.
Vodyanitsa doesn't know that Lilith might be Odette. But her assessment is pretty much identical to mine.
Miss Vodyanitsa, why do you suddenly feel the need to speak in Lilith's defense?
Defense? Oh, no. It's just... I'm worried that we're jumping to conclusions here, so I wanted to share my point of view. Also, I don't think the Rokot is as bad as you're making it out to be.
Well, if you think I'm so wrong, what's your theory then, Why don't you tell us who the killer is?
The case is still evolving, Mr. Chuganov. Please do not prevent others from expressing their opinions so early on in the discussion.
Even so, there's no denying that the recent threat received by Mr. Chuganov may well be an important clue.
So there's still a good chance that Lilith is right here among us. I can't do this anymore. I don't care if it's still snowing outside. I have to get out of here.
Whoa, take a beat. We all know it's far too dangerous out there. Even the soldiers couldn't get to us. Go out that door, and you might not live to tell the tale. And whoever this Lilith is, they're surely not going to murder anyone in broad daylight. Be sensible, my man. You're safer inside.
As much as I regret having to say this, I'd like everyone to cooperate and refrain from exiting the premises until further notice. Because as things stand, every one of us is now a suspect. Unless anyone has further information to share, let's adjourn for now. Feel free to keep searching for clues. But make sure you don't go off alone.
मतलब साथ में जो साथ में करेंगे तो ये बस होगा बाबू मिनट चलो कहाँ जाना है मेरे को उधर से अंदर से जाना है मेरे को ओके
You're right. That was my bad. It was a knee-jerk reaction. I didn't think it through. Luckily, no one suspected. Oh, phew. It's just you. I thought someone was eavesdropping.
Hello.
Since Vodyanitsa and I were on the same page earlier, I think I should share my thoughts with the Rokot members first.
Whoa. Are you serious? I don't know if this counts as gossip, but it's definitely on track to be the juiciest this whole year. Odette? Really? Odette? Oh God, how dumb does this make me look? Lilith has been right under my nose this whole time, and I didn't notice a thing.
Actually, it's exactly what you'd expect. Sometimes, hiding in plain sight is the best strategy.
And now that you mention it, the more I think about it, the more sense it seems to make. It all adds up. What are we up to now? 1, 2, 3, 4...
What you font पे
Odette's identities. She's my coworker, specifically a ballerina, and also a Batuse, a member of the Rokot. Now, Lelek. It must be so exhausting. I just want to give her a hug. I guess since I've always known her as a member of the Fatui, it never even crossed my mind that she could be involved with the Rokot, let alone be Lelek. I don't understand. If she's with the Fatui, what reason could she have for being so opposed to Project Stusha?
Probably best if you ask her that in person.
Well, since you waited until now to bring this up instead of announcing it to everyone earlier, does that mean we're all on the same page here? Yeah. Lelek may not follow orders from the Rokot leadership, but as far as I'm concerned, she's never crossed the line. If anything, her actions benefit the poor. We need to confront her face to face.
Do you think she'd really admit to being Lelek?
I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. For now, we'll work on the assumption that she didn't kill anyone, and see how much she's willing to tell us.
वो तो पता है कैसे जाएगा, वो तो पता है कैसे जाएगा स्टोरी। ऑडिट को देखते हुए।
Odette's alone. Let's go. Hey, Odette. What is it, you guys? Shh.
Let's
Keep
go.
your voice down. We need to talk. So, you're Lelek, aren't you? Alright, fine. You don't have to say anything or explain yourself. Just hear me out first. None of us believes you kill innocent people. Whoever murdered those two people last night, it wasn't you. The Traveler was the first to figure out your identity, but he kept quiet during the discussion just now. Still, it's clear where the group consensus is
वो मेरे को
heading.
पता है कौन मारा,
Everyone believes
क्या
Lelek
नेटवर्क
is
पे
the
गया।
culprit. If your identity is exposed, you'll be in a really bad spot. We're your colleagues, and we know what kind of person you are. I don't want anything bad to happen to you. So, can you clue us in? Tell us everything. The more we know, the more easily we'll be able to cover for you. All right. Yes, I'm Lelek. And no, I'm not the murderer. And thanks, but I don't need you to cover for me. Actually, I'm planning to reveal my identity. Huh? You're gonna reveal that you're Lelek? Here?
Why?
That's right. I'll admit I was surprised at first when Chuganov guessed that I was here. It was just a lucky guess, but it caught me off guard. But after taking some time to assess the situation and confirm where everyone stands, I don't believe I have anything to worry about. Are you sure you don't need a second opinion? Given the circumstances... Mr. Valeri! What?
What? क्या हुआ भाई?
So, Odette is Lelek?
I don't know what game you're playing, but you've got a lot of nerve.
It's just one identity. So what if it's exposed? I can disappear and adopt a new identity anytime I please. I made my peace with this when I chose to become Lelek. But more importantly, I promise I am not the murderer, which means that someone else is. So, if anyone still insists that I did this, you'd best produce the evidence now. Otherwise, I suggest that you bite your tongue. Because if you really believe I killed two people without making a sound or leaving a trace, pointing fingers at me would surely only make you my next target.
Is this really the truth, Miss Odette?
That's confidence, all right. I believe you.
A real no-nonsense attitude. I can
can see why Marionette said that she's on track to inherit the title of the Fair Lady.
Are you seriously buying this? Hey, officer! She just admitted to being Lilac. Aren't you going to do something about this?
I do have one question, Miss Odette. Why have you chosen this moment to come forward and reveal your identity?
मुझे पता ना कौन है.
If I didn't say anything, everyone would be focusing all their efforts on finding Lilac. And that is exactly what the real culprit wants. I don't want to be the scapegoat who lets the murderer get away with this crime.
Despite all the accusations, she made the smart choice. A remarkable display of rational thinking under pressure. Clearly, Odette's talent extends far beyond the art of dance.
She thought so far ahead. Ugh,
Obviously,
why do I always
Mickey,
feel like I'm one
obviously.
step behind her in everything?
You've convinced me. Dealing with the murder case remains the top priority right now. Let's put the name Lilac and all related incidents aside until further notice. Nevertheless, the group still considers you the prime suspect. I assume you have no quarrel with that, Miss Odette.
I understand. You're welcome to keep an eye on me around the clock. I have no objections.
हाँ.
Mr. Chuganov?
I've not come across that concept before. Do enlighten me, Vodunitsa.
Well, it's just... we water imps tend to communicate. The emotions we convey through song take precedence over our facial expressions. So, we think of it as our primary mode of expression.
I'm impressed, Shram. I didn't take you for a man of culture, but you're clearly rather learned.
It's not about being cultured or not. The thing is, this mode of expression can usually only be understood by other water imps. It's not a simple case of a song sounding happy or sad. And yet,
हेलो जो को हैप्पी एंडिंग हेलो हेलो स्वागत है इस लाइव स्ट्रीम
It's
के
really not the big deal
आता हूँ
making
इसे
it out
रुक
to be.
आता हूँ
I think I just have a knack for it. Plus, I have a very close friend who's a water imp. A delightful lady. But keep that a secret. Anyway, we spent so much time together that before I knew it, I noticed I could understand her expressions.
oh, I guess that makes sense. Still, the fact that you have a water imp friend is even more surprising. I'd better watch what I'm singing when I'm around you from now on.
Hey, what are you implying? You're not secretly insulting the audience in your songs, are you?
Heavens! Why would I do a thing like that? Ah.
It's getting late. We should discuss our sleeping arrangements for tonight. It's a guard against the killer. Someone needs to keep
और
watch.
थोड़ा बैकग्राउंड नॉइस थोड़ा सा आएगा
I
क्योंकि
suggest
अभी
we don't sleep in
बगल में
separate
कुछ
quarters
पूजा
tonight.
चल रहा है मैं
It
इससे
would be
आएगा
safer if we all stay
और कुछ
together.
नहीं
As long as
कुछ
someone
तो
keeps
हो
an
रहा
eye
है
on Lelik,
इससे बैकग्राउंड
I'm
नॉइस
quite
आएगा
sure we won't have any trouble.
Are you saying that you wish to bet your life on Miss Odette being the killer?
Nonsense. Of course not.
Then I propose the following arrangement for tonight. The travel...
An excellent idea. This allows us to handle the night watch while also keeping an eye on Lelik. Meanwhile, the rule of taking shifts in pairs resolves the other issue. Namely that we can't necessarily...
Actually, our field combat manual outlines a similar approach. Although the scenario there involves guarding prisoners
भी आ रहा
overnight
है
during field
उसका कुछ नहीं कर
operations.
सकता उसको
That being said, I must clarify that I harbor no disrespect towards you personally, Miss Odette. In fact, Lelik's numerous covert operations make fine textbook examples for military agents.
I care less about respect and more about the fact that you just robbed me of 2/3 of my sleep tonight. I'm calling dibs on being the first to rest. Good night.
गुड नाइट
It's almost time. We should wake up. Well, not going to argue with that. I'll take a quick nap. If you start to feel sleepy, wake me up anytime.
It's finally time for Odette and I to share the night watch. I should wake her up. I came here to get information from her in the first place. Maybe I should think about what questions I want to ask before she wakes up.
How long are you gonna keep staring at me?
क्या बोलूँ
Couldn't sleep. My mind's been running haywire. Plus,
तो अच्छी बात है
there's something
अब
I've
लाएगा
been meaning to
अच्छा
talk
हुआ ना
to you
स्ट्रीम पहले मतलब अच्छी बात हुआ है स्ट्रीम पहले हुआ वो बोल रहा हूँ मैं वो वही बोल रहा हूँ सुबह का स्ट्रीम अच्छा हुआ जल्दी हुआ बस दिक्कत है बस मैं नहीं आया अच्छा नहीं लगा बस और कुछ नहीं
I had a hunch that you wanted a conversation too. Let's take this chance to clear the air, shall we?
कर तो सही था भाई आज क्या हुआ भाई कर तो सही हुआ था
I just had a simple question for you, really. It's, Rosaline. In her final moments, did she have any last word? I see. Well, that was all. I have no other questions.
बस
She was
उसका सब
utterly
धीरे निकल
ruthless in
गए थे
pursuing her
बस।
goals. That kind of person should be hard to miss.
फिर आप तो निकल गए थे उस
Even though
हम
I
लोग
never
खेल रहे थे
proved
उस
her
सब धीरे
methods,
निकल गए
and
थे।
she was an abrasive person. The fact remains that I am indebted to her.
आंसर नहीं ज्वाइन कर रहा, आंसर का इशू हो रहा था कल।
Oh, she told you. I guess that makes sense. I think she and Rosaline
मेरे को क्यों लग रहा है 5 का लिमिट है। लिमिट तो नहीं है, लिमिट का भी इशू नहीं है ना।
Yes.
लिमिट का भी
Rosaline wasn't the kind to gossip about this sort of thing. Not that it's any huge secret to me, though. When I was a child,
रुको ना, स्ट्रीम के बाद कैसे जाता देखता हूँ। 5 तो मैं भी वही डम तो है, तो लिमिट क्यों है
it
भाई?
was extremely
वो
grueling,
ये डम है तो।
and it didn't exactly come naturally to me. All I could do was try to ignore the biting cold and practice. I was a newcomer who'd managed to make a good first
ठीक है ना,
impression
जब
on her
6 बजे बैठते हैं ना पैसा आएगा ना 6 बजे, तो कैसा करते हैं वो फिर
pressure
सिंपल
to
बात
live up to her expectations,
वही।
to be worthy of the fair
कितना मजा
lady's
आएगा।
reputation. Every day was a struggle against the cold, pain,
वो
and
तो
fatigue. And most nights, I struggled to fall asleep. After enduring all that, I've become almost immune to the sensation of pain. I suppose that was the cost of survival. Surely,
अरे वो होता
every
है,
child
वो तो
had to
बहुत
experience
दुख
that.
होता है वो चीज़,
Grow to
लाइट
hate
करते हैं
her
ना जो,
lot in life.
बहुत दुख होता है भाई।
Don't you think? So, I put an equal amount of effort into my ballet. Because in my young mind, that was the only way to defy my fate. It was my way of telling her that the Tui's demands and your expectations of me are not what I wish for. One day, I will leave. I think she probably blamed my poor performance in training on my passion for ballet. She knew my heart wasn't in it. One time, when I was secretly practicing a dance at night, she suddenly showed up. I knew she was there to catch me red-handed. I told her, you don't
टाइमिंग
deserve
चाहिए
to
निकाल
watch
लो,
the
कोई
dance I
नहीं, निकाल
learned
लो
from my mother. She looked stunned. I guess she
हाँ
was
तो वही तो
surprised that I
अब
lashed out
वही तो
first
क्या
before
पहले
she
सब
had
पे
the
अपने
chance.
आप पे शेड्यूल अच्छे से
But
बता देंगे
strangely
कब
enough,
आएंगे तो होगा।
on that occasion,
वो भी तो है।
she wasn't fierce with me like she was during training. Instead,
वो तो पता ही
she
है।
fell silent for a moment, and then left. After that, she never interfered with my dancing or asked me how it was going. She never came to watch me dance again either. Not even
हमको
once.
कल हमको तो कल 5 मिनट चाहिए भाई, नहीं तो इशू बहुत होना रहा है। सोलो में भी बहुत दिक्कत हो रहा है मेरे को भी। अरे
She was. But even now, whenever I take out this core Ignis,
अरे नहीं
I can't help
दिक्कत
but
नहीं, मैं
think
बोला
of that
5
night,
मिनट चाहिए मेरे को, 5
of
मिनट
the look
तो ही
on her
होगा
face.
कुछ, नहीं तो दिक्कत तो होगा ही।
Sort of. Although gift might be too kind a term. This is her flame sealed within ice. A symbol of her favor, yes, but also her way of keeping an eye on people. She knew the location of every piece of core Ignis. If any recipient started acting suspiciously, she'd be onto them immediately. Trust her to make even a mark of approval feel suffocating. So, when news of Rosaline's death reached Snezhnaya, many people immediately crushed their core
सत्य
Ignis.
बात है।
It gave them a profound sense of relief, like they'd broken free from her shackles.
वो तो मेरे को पता है सदी, मेरे को पता। आप जैसे सुबह आप जब बोल रहे हैं ना,
With
सुबह
my
मैं सुना है
sensitivity to
सबका
pain
टाइम,
being
सबका
as
शेड्यूल
dull as
मैं
this,
सुना हुआ।
the warmth from this core Ignis is one of the few things I can still feel clearly. I still wonder,
हाँ
did
वही
she
है।
really come to stop me.
अभी अभी टाइम अभी अभी टाइम
wasn't
चेंज
sure,
अभी क्यों कर रहे हो अभी
but I
मतलब
was
चेंज क्यों
scared.
सोच रहे हो अभी
So I said some really awful things. I guess she didn't leave anything behind. Not that I expected her to. It's fine. It's just a bit of a shame that we couldn't settle our differences before the end. She did. Are you sure she was talking about this event? No,
आज
she
पूजा का कुछ है
didn't.
लगता है
I
इसलिए
didn't
वो
even
आज
find
बज
out
रहा
that
है
she'd
बगल
gone to
में मेरे
Mondstadt until a while after she left. Wait, in that case...
मैं भी इसे जो भी अभी तक जो भी देख रहे हो लाइक करो
Okay, I will. Thanks for letting me know.
There's something I'm trying to figure out. I'm beginning to suspect that Paimon's mystery illness is being caused by the energy research behind Project Stuzha. Paimon's very important to me, so I have to get to the bottom of this. I figured that since you're Lelik, you might know something about all this.
Yes.
The ultimate goal of this energy experiment is to create a weapon for the final battle. The weapon's construction was completed in Nodcry. Now, all that remains is to arm it with a sufficiently powerful energy. Yes. The weapon's development and all the related experiments are overseen by Lord Piero, the Jester, and the lab is located deep within the Armory Palace. I'm not sure why this experiment would be making Paimon feel unwell, though. The best way to get to the bottom of it would be to go there in person. Once we get out of here, I'll help you apply for an entry permit. And I'm hardly the
Are you sure?
organization's proudest member,
Okay.
as you know. You answered my question about Rosalie. I want to do you a favor in return.
5 लोग देख रहे
It's
हैं
that
अच्छी
simple.
बात है
What's wrong? Are you not feeling well?
You two seem to be hitting it off.
I thought you were sleeping.
Of course I was. In the military, one learns to fall asleep quickly, even in the most inhospitable environments.
Even if he was awake, he can't have overheard us, right?
Thank you both for keeping watch. Traveler, I'll take over for now. It's your turn to get some sleep.
Sure. This is our second night here, but at least I found out a little more about Paimon's condition. I hope she's been sleeping well the past couple of days. Why do I feel like I'm being watched? Seriously? Is this payback for when I stared at her earlier? But I thought she was asleep.
Never
mind. I better try and get some sleep myself.
और वैसे आप ये सब मिट्टी पेस में जाएंगे अब पेस आ गया वापस
Hey, what are you spacing out for? Are you reaching your limit too?
अब ये दोनों
How
जाने
long have we been walking for? Do you remember?
Time's lost all meaning. Ever since we noticed that thing above our heads. What was it called again?
A star key? Or key star? Anyway, the person
person who named it was swallowed by the black mist.
Whatever it's called, ever since we noticed it, we've been walking up and up, hoping that as long as we reach it, we can find a way out of this place. But it seems like no matter how far we walk, we never get any closer.
Well, we've come this far. You never know. Maybe we're almost there? Come on, enough moping. Let's go. The black mist is catching up.
Let's go. अरे चल 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 भाई रुकने नहीं. Hello guys.
Watch out!
Not again! I've lost count of how many times we run into them. Be careful.
अरे 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 हाँ सामान कितना गंदा माल है भाई ये लोग. But but thunder, baby, chill, boys, chill, boys.
Shut up. Run faster.
Chill, boys.
Here they come again! Get ready!
You wanna fight? Let's go.
Let's go. हाँ तो
Monsters ahead of us, the black mist behind us. It feels like there's no escape.
Run faster.
Are you hurt, Kulish?
No, I'm fine. It's just... suddenly I don't want to walk any further.
I get you. In fact, I reached my limit a long time ago.
Fine.
Sometimes it feels like there's hope where there shouldn't be.
Yeah. The hope that the star gives us is the only thing keeping us going. But I'm not sure it's real at all. It may just be a collective illusion. Otherwise, why would it always be out of reach?
I know you mean well, but you're only saying that to try and encourage us to keep going, aren't you?
Thank you, friend. But enough is enough. Please don't
वो भी
give
है
me
सही
any
बोल
more
रहे.
false hope.
जो भी देखेंगे भाई अभी तक लाइक और सब्सक्राइब
Hope is
करेंगे. बस
poison in
मम्मी
this
आएंगी
place.
मैं तो उनको 6
You're going
बजे
to continue,
दिल होगा.
aren't you?
उसके बाद जाऊंगा
I
वॉकिंग करने.
admire
वॉकिंग
that.
करते थोड़ा सा अपना काम करूँ.
I've given up, but
अभी 2 घंटे का स्ट्रीम
I
है.
wish
अभी
you
1
the
घंटा और है.
best.
मैक्स
May there
1
come
घंटा
a
और है.
day that
उसके
you
बाद
catch up
स्ट्रीम
to
बैन
the
हो
star
जाएगा.
and leave this godforsaken place.
It's
not an illusion.
Yes,
We really are getting closer to the
okay,
star.
okay. Go to where star is. Audit?
Congratulations. You're the I'm the star's envoy. The black mist has stopped rising. Its hunger is satisfied for now, having devoured your two companions. This is a good opportunity. I'll let you get some rest before we continue. What do you mean, leave? The star represents the starting point. It's the waypoint for the beginning. Congratulations on reaching the starting point. Once you are ready, we will head out and walk upwards. I will be right by your side the whole way. Huh? What's wrong? Hey, don't give up before the journey's even begun.
What's wrong? I did not give him.
Rampana! Rampana!
Is that Vodianitsa's voice? What happened?
Coolish, wake up! Please wake up!
Yes.
The situation is identical to that of the two casualties yesterday. We cannot ascertain the cause of death.
At least there are some elements that we can rule out this time. They slept on the stage with everyone else. So I suppose the surrounding environment can't be a relevant variable.
Rampana. Coolish.
Weren't some of us keeping watch last night? 3 of us, in fact. How could you not notice something was wrong?
I'm as confused as you are. Certainly nothing unusual happened on my watch.
Likewise, and from what I've observed so far.
To be honest, I didn't get a wink of sleep last night. I couldn't help but think I was the target, so I just laid there with my eyes closed. I heard the Traveler and Lelik chatting, but otherwise I don't recall hearing any commotion during the night.
Me too. I didn't want to wake everyone up, so I was concentrating hard, trying not to cough. I hardly slept at all. If anything had happened, I'm sure I would have noticed. Then, what could possibly be causing this? Once was bad enough. I can't believe it happened again. I worked closely with Rampana and Coolish for so long. I never imagined that one day they'd... And on the stage of all places... Vodianitsa.
4 victims in just 2 days. And we still don't have a single lead. I need to get to the bottom of this as soon as possible. And above all, keep Tonya safe. I'd never be able to look Child in the eye again otherwise.
Still snowing?
Yes, I just checked. Still no sign of anyone outside either.
Oh, so
So we only have ourselves to rely on.
If you ask me, this killer can clearly strike whenever they please. The Night Watch was a useless endeavor from the start. Lelik must be an expert in poisoning. Clearly she used some poison that can't be detected on the corpse.
Here we go again.
Listen, I was already thinking to myself last night, was Lelik's reason for revealing her identity the real story? Well, now I have my answer. It most certainly was not. She's been playing us for fools. You get off on this, don't you? Revealing your identity, only to carry on with your killing spree?
That's a hideous thought. One that only a hideous mind like yours could dream up.
How dare you?
That's enough! Yesterday, you named Lelik as a suspect because the victims were both wealthy merchants. Lelik might have had a motive then, but today's victims were just ordinary people. Not to mention that they were colleagues of Odette and mine. What reason would she have to murder them? Let me guess. Just to scare you?
Who knows? Maybe you don't know her as well as you think. I implore you all to ask yourselves, how many people are there really in this world that have what it takes to kill another person? Not many, I'd wager. Lelik is well known to be a ruthless operator, and now she has revealed her identity. How could it be any more obvious?
Everything you said so far is still just conjecture, which doesn't constitute a concrete lead. You need to back up your claims with some evidence.
How can you defend her, officer? What did she say to you while you were on night watch? Maybe I shouldn't be so surprised. You military types are always colluding with criminals to target the rich. All so you can get your bloody paws on our hard-earned fortunes. Then tell us to fall in
गुस्सा करने से कुछ नहीं होने वाला बच्चा. ऑफिसर अपना वही करते हैं वो.
Don't you dare!
Sir, but you were the one who told us not to stop other people from expressing their opinions yesterday. 4 people have already died. Only yesterday I was chatting with Mr. Coolish. Then we woke up in the morning and he's... Turning against one another is the last thing we should be doing right now.
Little girl.
Even if Mr. Chuganov is a puffed-up, pig-headed windbag who doesn't have a clue what he's talking about, he's still one of the victims here, isn't he?
Clay, I had no intention of resorting to...
Normal.
Did you have an idea, Nick?
Evidence left behind.
So what are you suggesting?
I think this could be a supernatural event. It isn't characteristic of human-on-human homicide at all.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't you supposed to be a scientist? That doesn't sound like a conclusion someone like you is supposed to make.
I got into scientific research because of my insatiable curiosity. But if the present situation defies all known scientific explanations, I don't mind shifting my curiosity toward the paranormal instead.
Now that you mention it, I remember when I first came to the theater. I heard rumors about this place being haunted. Haunted? Yeah, I think I heard the same thing. But I mean, they're only rumors, right? We've worked here for years. Surely we would have noticed any spooky goings-on by now.
Well,
This has taken an unexpected turn. A haunted theater? If Paimon were here, she'd probably be hiding behind me in fear right now.
Why don't we take this opportunity to look for clues again with a more open mind? Maybe a different perspective will help us see something different.
Very well. Whether it's criminals or ghosts we're looking for, the same rules apply. Everyone needs to tread carefully. I'll move the bodies into the same room for now.
Not a pawn. चलो ऑडियंस से बात करते चलो.
Come take a look at this. You too, traveler.
Some sort of notebook. What is it for?
It's the on-duty logbook for the theater. Coolish was the main person to use it. He mostly used it to record any unusual incidents during a show, audience numbers. Yes, he'd always have this logbook with him when he checked tickets at the entrance.
This should confirm a lot of key details about the recent show. So, you find anything unusual?
Yes. The number of people. I checked and double-checked, but the numbers just don't match what's recorded in the logbook. Apparently, we have an extra person among us.
Are we certain that logbook is accurate? Could someone have sneaked in without buying a ticket or something?
Unlikely. Coolish took his duties very seriously. I've rarely seen any errors in his work. Not to mention that this was a dress rehearsal, meaning smaller audience numbers and tighter ticket restrictions than usual. Everything would have been well within his control.
We no longer have our tickets with us, do we? They got collected on entry. I assume there's no way we can check them again.
Unfortunately not. The theater recycles tickets. Once people are in the door, they don't tend to leave until the show ends. So we collect the tickets at the point of entry. Still, I'm inclined to believe that this discrepancy in the head count is significant somehow.
Did an extra person just materialize out of thin air?
उसका प्रैक्टिस का है, उसको मिड रेना स्ट्रांग है, प्रैक्टिस से जाती नहीं है.
Tonya, did you find anything?
Not yet. Still looking. So, are we supposed to be looking for something paranormal? I think I'd prefer teaming up with you than looking around on my own.
अच्छा, जंगला फ्रॉवन टैंक. Okay.
Somebody's notebook. Shall we read it together?
Well, it doesn't look scary or anything, so I guess it should be fine. All right, let's read it together.
This has to be Vodia Nitsa's writing. Sure.
उसका एक नहीं, उसका एक स्टर्न दो का भी ले सकते हैं वो.
I feel like I just read someone's secret diary by accident. It sounds like she's writing this for her parents, right? I don't understand. I put this stuff in a notebook instead of mailing it in a letter.
लॉबी मेरे को थोड़ा हाल में अभी तक बैठा नहीं है मेरे को, उसको अभी तक मेरे को समझ में नहीं आया
were
लॉबी
driven
का,
out of Snezhnaya by
तो
the
इसे मैं लेता
Tsaritsa
हूँ।
long ago. And now they live somewhere new, where the postman can't get to.
मैं तो सोच रहा हूँ मैं मैच खेलने का सोच रहा हूँ रोम में, मैं रोम तो मैं सोच रहा हूँ क्योंकि हालत जो हो रहा है ना
My fault for not
जो देख
storing
रहा
it
है
properly. I can't leave things
मार
lying around
मार
and
आराम
expect
से
them to
मार
get ignored when
ले।
everyone's scouring the place for clues.
अरे तो तू
Alright,
भागना चाहिए ना,
I know
पता है
for
उसका
fact.
उसका
I'll
स्किल
take
वो
over the
डैश
investigation
मारता
in
है
this room.
तो पीछे मूवमेंट से पीछे हो जाता है ना, उसको पता है स्लैश आने वाला है फर्स्ट। वही तो हम देख 3 रोटेशन ही सबको रोटेशन होगा तो ना जेल को मेन दिक्कत है, सबको आना चाहिए। करेक्ट नहीं तो करेक्टर जैसा वो सोचना पड़ेगा ना कौन सा करेक्टर आप ले रहे हैं। टीम फाइट किए तो क्योंकि जैसे कल प्रेम का गलती ये हुआ, वो प्रिंस ऑफ रॉस लिया है, वो सोलो वो टीम फाइट में ज़्यादा वो फोकस करती है, सोलो में नहीं कभी ज़्यादा करती है। वो टीम फाइट का सबसे बेस्ट कैरेक्टर है प्रिंस ऑफ रॉस, फिर जमा देती है और उसके बाद अपना में से स्टन करते हैं सबको किल देती है। वो सोलो में नहीं इम्पॉसिबल, सोलो भी मुश्किल है, वो टीम फाइट ज़्यादा होता है उसका। दाजी हो गई, उसके बाद एक और आपका गिटारिस्ट हो गया, आपका माइलेडी हो गया, आपका डॉक्टर हो गया, और आपका क्या जो छतरी फेंकने वाली वो, और एक और है, एक और हाई डैमेज वाला कैरेक्टर वो भी है, वो सब ले सकते हैं मैच के लिए। मेरे जो हाई डैमेज है बहुत सारा कैरेक्टर है, बहुत सारा, वही तो मैं इधर ही जाना है। ओके मैं तो इससे तो बोलता, इससे तो मैं बोलता अरे इससे तो क्लास को बोलता डिफेंस जो क्लास अभी है ना, वो डैमेज वाला कैरेक्टर है, स्विची वाला डैमेज है, हाई डैमेज कैरेक्टर है वो भी टैंक करेंगे तो वो भी मारेगी, वो गंदा बहुत मारती है वो, सबसे बेस्ट। कोई जंगला अपना टैंक बनाता ही है, वो बात नहीं है। जो फॉर्मर टैंक अभी फॉर्मर जो जंगला खेल रहा है वो भी पूरा टैंक खेल रहा होगा। एक ना उसका आइटम दिखा रहा है जो फ्रेम एक सेकंड, हाँ टैंक ही खेल रहा है वो, पूरा टैंक खेल रहा है वो पूरा ना टैंक, फॉर्मर टैंक ज़्यादा टैंक ही खेलता है।
An investigation report, huh? It looks quite old. This person's name looks to be of Sumeru origin to me. Was the investigator from Sumeru?
The theater manager must have hired an investigator once specifically to look into this issue. It doesn't look like anyone ever looked at the report.
Presumably, the manager wanted to know if the supposed haunting was dangerous, while also being fearful of word getting out in case it affected the theater's business. Anyway, the bottom line is, the haunting is
उसको पीछे नहीं है, उसको पीछे जंगला जब घुस गया तो पीछे होना ही चाहिए उसको, बताने का जरूरत ही नहीं है। कम से कम मेज का काम वही है, जंगला का पास ही हो और जब घुसा तो मेज का काम वही होता है।
Certainly offers an explanation for the ghosts. It's hard to imagine what connection it could have to these two murder cases.
Some of the language that appears
और नहीं ऐसे बोले ना तो सबको घुसना पड़ेगा, जंगला जब घुस गए तो सबको आओ, थोड़ा सा बैकअप चाहिए, और ज़्यादा हो रहा तो निकल जाओ सीधा, निकल जाओ, क्योंकि एमएम का भी जरूरत पड़ता है, क्लास रैंक का सबको जरूरत पड़ता है वहाँ पे जब होता है। जंगला जब घुस गया तो सबको आना चाहिए भाई, फिर सबको इक्वल बढ़ जाता है वहाँ पे सबको। वैसा नहीं, जो सामने जो दिखा उसको ट्राई करो, वैसा नहीं होता वो टीम फाइट में, वैसा नहीं देखना चाहिए। अरे मतलब वैसे स्विच गया हो तो पकड़ना तो है ही है, वो तो मैं मना नहीं कर रहा। हाँ जंगलर नहीं, जंगलर और एमएम का तो ठंडा करना ही पड़ता है, क्योंकि बाद में वही दोनों टंग कटा जा रहा। और तीसरा में आती मेज, चौथा आता है वो तो जो कैरोग्राफी जो बोल रहा है ना बनाने के आर्टिफैक्ट, अभी इसके बाद मैं बनाते देखा, आर्टिफैक्ट बनाते देता, देखो बनाने का जरूरत ही नहीं है। नहीं हो जाएगा अकेले, बस एनिमी का टीम गया, अब टेक भी मेरा। बस देख रोमर भी कुछ नहीं करे, रोमर भी वो अच्छा रोमर है तो भी कुछ नहीं हुआ, बोला ना टर्न हो जाता ना गेम खत्म।
Maybe things are more complicated than we thought.
No,
बस
wait
हो
a
गया,
second.
जीत गए।
If we take the report and the note at face value, they completely contradict one another. The report definitively
मैं भी नहीं भागता
concludes that
कभी
the
कभी भाई।
contents in the theater are harmless and cannot affect the real world. But the note seems to be warning of potential danger. The question is, what exactly does the note mean by death? The various ways we could interpret this keyword lead in completely different directions. Let's pause our analysis here for now. I think we need more information.
या हीरो माय फेवरेट गाना है भाई, हीरो में जा।
If we take all this together, it's not impossible, is
सेम
it?
हीरो में जा, हीरो
If
हीरो
anything, it's the natural conclusion.
कैरोग्राफी जा,
Beg to differ. This sounds to me like a product of a researcher's
कैरोग्राफी मीडियम मिड
And
रेंज
perhaps it's
तेरा
because I'm still
जो
viewing
बोला
this
था
through
तू,
the lens of a typical murder investigation. But still, I'm
कैरोग्राफी
struggling to be
कैरोग्राफी
persuaded by your theory.
Does it really sound that far-fetched?
वो हाँ वही थर्ड ऊपर ऊपर निकल गया, ऊपर थर्ड का
I do agree with
थर्ड
what
का
you said,
थर्ड
so let's go with
कैरोग्राफी
your
उसको
idea.
बोलते हैं, थर्ड लाइन का थर्ड, हाँ
Okay, now
कैरोग्राफी
that
उसको
we
बोलते हैं
finally have
इंग्लिश में।
some meaningful leads, I think it's time to reconvene. Let's get the others.
चल तेरे को उसका जेरॉट चाहिए ना, बनाना था ना।
So, that's about everything we've discovered so far. I'll share my theory first. Based on what we've learned from
डॉट करे हुए दिखा दे मेरे को, सबसे दिखा दे इसका, मेरे को पढ़ने दो, ये सही है तो ये इसमें गो टू गो होगा।
If the killer had simply
इक्विपमेंट जा, इक्विपमेंट
it would have greatly increased the risk of their identity being exposed.
नीचे सबको मेरे को एक बार पढ़ा दे मेरे को, एक बार सबको क्लिक कर, जूता हटाते जूता हटाते।
They then blended in with the group.
मेरे कहता है का मोमेंट स्पीड सही है, ये सही है, थर्ड। मेरे कहता है का कूलडाउन एडिशन सही है, फोर्थ।
The killer may have simply planted it there as some sort
मेरे
of
कहता है ज़्यादा तो
I've seen
चाहिए,
my fair share of psychopathic killers.
तो ये कर सकता है, तेरे को हीलिंग चाहिए तो इंस्टेंट टर्म थर्ड में रख सकते हैं। और फोर्थ वाला कौन सा है? नहीं फिफ्थ वाला, लास्ट वाला दिखा, लास्ट वाला, हाँ मेरे कहता है कूलडाउन मैक्स ऐसे, तो तू थर्ड वाले को है ना, तू थर्ड वाले को हटाते एक्सटेंड टर्म बना दे, लाइफ स्टील आ जा, हाँ थर्ड को हटाते।
So, in other words, all we have to do is
थर्ड वाले वो वाला बुक नहीं बोला था तेरे को,
will be solved.
हाँ वो वाला हटाना था,
Then let me make
वो
one
हटाना था।
All the theater staff should be
बस हो गया,
well.
चल
I
हो
came
गया,
here for the
बिल
rehearsal
रेडी है तेरा।
legitimately. Yes? There's no way I'm the
कुछ
one who didn't have a ticket.
It's true. I hear you used every trick in the book to get a hold of that ticket, too. Everything short of throwing a temper tantrum and rolling around on the floor at the entrance.
I most certainly did not degrade myself in such a way.
Probably a stupid question, but I might as well ask. Did anyone here get in without having their ticket checked? Guess it was naive of me to expect them to just admit to it.
Especially after the unprompted Lelic reveal. Once was already a miracle. Twice would be unfathomable.
तो मेरे को पता है.
Received her ticket.
No. और
Sounds like Chuganov went to... I don't believe any of them. Mr. Schramm, did you really go through the ticket inspection to get in here?
मैं उसके नहीं जा रहा. मैं मूनलाइट का वो जा रहा हूँ उसके. सबसे अच्छा स्किन है उतना.
It's not that you stand out as suspicious, more that everyone else has been ruled out as trustworthy.
Okay. Well, we spent the best part of 2 days together now, so I'm sure you can all tell what kind of person I am. I'm a true gentleman. I never dream of doing something like sneaking to the theater without a ticket.
Yeah, I have no doubt that you're a good person. But the problem is, none of us here actually know you, so no one can say for sure that you are who you claim to be. Although, actually, what was it you said last night? Yeah, you're friends with that water imp, which is why you understand our primary mode of expression. Last time I checked, there were barely any of us remaining.
अभी एक ही मैच खेला ये.
Most of the water imps left. Could
हाँ 2 डे का एक ही मैच. आज एक ही मैच खेला ये.
about your friend? There's a good chance I actually know her. And I suppose it's also kind of a way for everyone else to get to know you a little better.
Good grief. Are you blushing? Pull yourself together, man. Stop giggling like a teenage boy. It's revolting.
Hey, revolting is a little strong. All right, fine. I'll admit it. That water imp friend of mine, the truth is, we're dating. I was just the bodyguard hired by our family. But the stars must have aligned, because sparks began to fly between me and their daughter. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd get so lucky.
We don't need details. Just get to the point.
Okay. I'm just a little hesitant to reveal her name, that's all. You know how it is. These are delicate times. Even with me to protect her.
अच्छा क्या का वो लिंक आ रहा.
Both the Fae and human factions will give her a hard time.
Really? Wait, no. That can't be.
Huh? Shrap, what the devil are you talking about?
Why is everyone looking at me like that? Surely you can understand where I'm coming from.
Delicate times? Factions?
Yes. You know, the Civil War. Last time I checked, the Fae and the humans were still at each other's throats.
If I'm not mistaken, the last significant civil war in Snezhnayan history was over 400 years ago, when Her Majesty the Tsaritsa had just taken the throne and was consolidating her reign.
What do you mean, 400 years ago?
What's going on here? Is Shram from the past?
All right, Mr. Mitya, you win this round. As far-fetched as it is, it appears that your theory may be correct.
I'm just as amazed as you are. I didn't even believe it myself, to be honest.
Is someone going to explain what's going on here?
Her
From the look on your face, you figured it out too, haven't you, Traveler?
The theater's ley lines, Mr. Shram's, and according to the investigation report on the theater hauntings, Mr. Shram is very likely a lost soul wandering the theater. This is Mr. That's not it. I don't think I'm that. For some unknown reason, yeah. All of last night, the death of those victims is an The contents of the investigation report have been verified. There are indeed ley line issues and wandering souls in the theater. Death likely symbolizes the deceased. Mr. Shram, for instance. Death is near.
Yeah, the logic is clear now. The investigation report said that there would be souls stuck wandering around the theater because the ley lines were cut off. Mr. Shram must be one such soul who died in the theater a long time ago. In which case, that also makes him our extra person. So when the note said death is near, it must have been referring to death as in the deceased, people who died a long time ago.
Someone who died a long time ago.
In short, there's a dead person among us. The extra person we've been searching for is a ghost from the past.
You mean I'm a ghost? No. Don't make jokes like that, my man. There must be some mistake. But even if I was dead, I know for a fact I didn't kill anyone these past 2 nights.
Yeah, even if all that's true, the report also said the souls inside the theater can't affect reality, right? They're harmless.
Then what if the problem isn't the souls at all, but the ley lines themselves? The ley lines have a powerful ability to attract and devour souls. Let's say that the ley lines are like a black hole, constantly seeking to engulf souls. But the souls that don't want to return are trying to avoid being sucked in.
Why does this analogy sound so familiar?
What happens when the black hole can't achieve its goal? I'm only speculating here, but what if it ended up swallowing innocent souls by mistake? Or intentionally taking other souls to compensate?
That could explain why we weren't able to determine a cause of death. If you're right, and their souls were devoured by the ley lines, it does make some sense.
It does seem to explain a lot of the things we couldn't make sense of. Does that mean it's true?
कौन सा गेम है वो डिपेंड करता है ना कौन सा स्ट्रीम का. कभी मैं भी गेंशिन से मैं भी कल नहीं करना हो रहा, कल दूसरा गेम मैं भी सोच रहा हूँ.
Seems like the best explanation we have under the circumstances.
Alright, so how could Shram not know that he's dead? Seems a little unlikely that he hasn't noticed anything unusual even after several days interacting with us.
नहीं चालू नहीं, अब चालू कर रहा है.
It's perfectly normal for a soul to wander the theater for centuries without questioning their existence or reason for being there.
अब चालू हो
It's
गया
simply what's
उसका.
natural for them.
You know what, Mr. Brainiac? I think you might actually be right after all. I'm trying to remember and...
जा बीजे में जा.
Even though my
अभी
head
आता
feels
हूँ
like
थोड़ी देर
it's going to
में.
explode, I think...
बीजे में जा. इनका आज
It's
की
all
मिशन है
coming back
करना
to
है.
me. I was the one who didn't want to remember my own death, so I forced myself to forget.
Well, I'm sure those are painful memories.
My lady and I snuck out to go on a date one day. We bought tickets for the theater. It wasn't really my thing, but I was just happy to be together. All of a sudden, people burst into the theater, shouting for all the water imps to get out, performers and audience members included.
अब खोलना ही नहीं भाई, चाहो कल का
It was
वेट करो
clear the conflict between humans and Fae had reached a boiling point. This time, the extremists were even coming after the water imps who had nothing to do with the war. I thought I could pull one over on them, so I took off my
रुक
jacket, draped it over my
आता हूँ
wing, and tried to sneak out amid the chaos. But I got caught.
चलो गाइस, आज का इतना ही मिनट कल का स्ट्रीम है और कल कंटिन्यू यहीं से करूँगा, तो यहीं से आ जाना। मैं गेम चेंज भी हो सकता है, तो मैं इसी अलग पार्ट ऑफलाइन में खींच दूँगा, क्योंकि स्टोरी बहुत लंबा है। तो वही है, और मिलते हैं कल का स्ट्रीम। बाय बाय।